incredible when they introduce me, they play videos like that. There's no way to introduce a scientist, right? That's what happens when you work for New Skin. It's, they make fun of you, especially Blake. So, how was this morning? I thought this morning was great. What do you think? Yeah, and now we have these chairs out. And Dietrich is in a tail. He looks like a conductor. I think we're going to have an orchestra afterwards playing something. I don't know what, but it's going to be interesting. Because I think it represents what we're trying to do, especially when you look at what we're trying to do with agoLOC. It's a bit complicated to explain the science, but I think using the musical analogy, we're trying to get everybody to understand what we're trying to do in terms of the science and how we use the science for product development. So far it's been a great convention, and really when we talk about agoLOC, it's really about our scientific understanding, making sure that this scientific understanding will lead to innovative products, and then these innovative products will translate to some kind of a really incredible business opportunity for all of you. But, you know, it's rather personal to me, this New Skin Science or agoLOC Science as we call it. It has a special meaning. It's so personal because it's really about a quest. My quest to discover new ways to achieve the highest quality of life possible. I'd like to tell you a story as illustration, because this is a story about my mother-in-law, and you can see this is a picture of her. I was lucky enough that when I married my wife, now almost 35 years ago, that I met her. I've known her obviously for a long time now. She's a great woman. And every time I have spoken with her, I get another bit of wisdom from her how to lead my life and how to really bring quality of life was to the very last minute that she breathed. That to me is what I meant. If some of you have read the book that I've written on the aging process, that's what I mean when we say she can die healthy. She actually died healthy. When you think about that phrase in English, you know, you sort of think, well, maybe it's an oxymoron. But my mother-in-law represented the epitome. She was the epitome of what we would call the good quality of life up to her last day. This is my father. This was my father. It's a different story with my father. He was not so fortunate. He also died roughly about 3.5 years ago. However, unlike my mother-in-law, he had struggled with very poor health, and in fact spent many years literally as an invalid until the time of his death. He did not have what we would consider a good quality of life. He suffered. He couldn't get out of bed. He literally couldn't go to the bathroom without some assistance from somebody. That is no way to live. In fact, when I look back now upon his death, I really think now that his death, in my view, was actually a blessing in disguise, because he no longer had to suffer. So, to me, my father did not die healthy. Very different from my mother-in-law. After seeing this difference, in this so-called difference in the quality of life between my father and my mother-in-law, me as a scientist would ask the question, why is there such a difference in the quality of life among people? In other words, why is the symphony of life that is happening inside your body sound so different between people? What really is the difference in the aging process? If we can get answers to these types of scientific questions, then I think we would begin to understand how we can better take care of ourselves as we get older. Chronologically, we can get older. In other words, there's nothing you can do when you 12 months from now, you're going to be a year older. But 12 months from now, you don't need to be a year older in terms of health. That, I think, is what we're trying to do with our ageLOC and New Skin Science. Have your meetings. Our scientists will be able to use the state-of-the-art lab to accelerate our ageLOC science and to understand how the body ages together with LifeGen so that we can continue this journey of discovery to help people look, feel, and live younger longer. So in less than a year, when this building is up, our scientists will be working in this facility and will be in a much better position to develop the next generation of ageLOC products. So, when you think about this new building then, and when you think what our scientists are going to be able to do in this new building, I'm dreaming with all of you that one day, Provo, the corporate state-of-the-art innovation center, will become and finally will sort of evolve into the epicenter of anti-aging research. Because there's no doubt in my mind that our tradition of innovation will continue to thrive, and our scientists will help add to all these incredible products that you have come to expect from the company. So what it comes down to then is that utilizing this new resource and what we have already been doing, we are going to create these unbeatable products. We are going to continue on this path of innovation, creating and releasing and launching new products that have positive impact, not just on your business opportunity, but also have a meaningful benefit on the body and on somebody's health. So when we say that our products are backed up by science, it really means that New Skin is demonstrating to all of you that this commitment to invest is real. We don't just say what we say about our tradition of innovation. We actually do what we say, unlike other companies.